shit out of here.
Rose gold seat on a fucking helicopter, double C, no Chanel, cause she's bad, bad, bad. Riding Kawasaki, I can cup you a new Rari, let you ride it, now you're rap, and you're bad, bad, bad. No plan, no Atari, I won't play with you for nothing, I can eat you like hibachi, cause you bad, bad, bad. I just took the doors, all the guinea, now I'm riding, and I'm sliding in the sideways, now she call me her zaddy.
Okay, so we're back. Another video in this kind of style. This time we're going to be going over the projections for the season. We're going to be going division by division. We're going to be starting with the NL. And then, of course, we're going to go to the AL after that. And we're just going to read out the projections. I'm going to put pictures of them on the screen. And, yeah. You ready, Coop?
Yep. I'll do the first team, and then we'll go team by. They'll just alternate.
Okay.
So, we're gonna talk about the Tokyo Vipers first here. According to XIBL analytics, they should go 94-68 and beat a 3 seed. That's what our analytics predicted. They're in the NL East, obviously. The Tokyo Vipers are led by starting pitcher Buster Kershaw, third baseman Ricky Poo, and center fielder Mariano Tejeda. The Vipers are ranked number 3 heading into the season, so they're definitely a championship favorite. What do you think about this team, Troy? Definitely a stronger league here as well.
I think they have potential. Really, it's all these teams' first year. These projections are probably going to be really inaccurate, but I think their projection's pretty accurate. I think they're going to be pretty good entering the year.
Yeah, what do you think about maybe Buster Kershaw's ERA? What do you think that's going to be?
Coming out of college, he was another one. We didn't cover him, but coming out of college, he was one of those pretty good guys. I think he'll have maybe 4 point something, maybe high threes, like 3.8. I think he's going to be around that range. I think he'll be the ace pitcher for them, though, for sure.
I 100% agree. And Ricky Pugh, I think he'll have maybe around 280 average. Mariano Tejeda, probably 270. Pretty realistic. And now we're gonna be moving on to the the Seoul Raptors. They're predicted to be second in the NL East, 83-79, but missed the playoffs just because this is such a stacked league, the NL.
So they're just ahead of the Samurai. They're projected to miss the playoffs, though, at 83-79. Because this NL side is stacked.
Absolutely stacked. Next team we'll be covering is the Tokyo Samurai.
The rivals of the Vipers.
Yep. I mean, this is probably the most intense rivalry we're going to be seeing here in the entire XIBL. Probably bigger than the rivals that the Yankees and Red Sox and MLB. We're a little different than them. We're better. But anyway, they are led by second overall pick Fletcher Long, right fielder Bertram Diggs, and starting pitcher Bobby Toth. They're ranked 16 entering the season, so it looks like the Vipers are going to be better. That's just a little projection. They're projected to go 81-81, exactly 500. So they should.
I think the Samurai will do better than that. I think they have a chance to make the playoffs as well.
I agree.
Just because of the coaching they have over there.
And Fletcher Long.
Yeah, Fletcher Long. Fletcher Long and the coaching they have over there, I think, is what could lead them to make a playoff push.
100%. You want to do Mumbai next with Herb Dorsey?
Yeah, so the fourth team are the Mumbai Cobras. They're projected to go 77-85, so they're projected to have a losing record. They're led by, of course, Herb Dorsey. Their starting pitcher, James Yamazaki, and catcher, Gene Beasley. The Cobras are ranked 19th. See, I did some scouting on Gene Beasley. He has really good power. He is a straight power guy, which I think pairs really good with Herb Dorsey, who's one of those contact
So how many home runs do you think Gene Beasley's going to hit here for the Cobras? He could help them. I really think the Mumbai Cobras are way better than that 77-85.
This whole division is kind of stacked, in my opinion.
I agree.
But I could see Gene Beasley hitting around mid-30s in the home run category.
I agree.
Maybe even 40s if he has.
Dorsey, I could see hitting maybe in the 320s. I think he's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the Hong Kong Mustangs here. The Patriots go 70-92. I think that's a little pessimistic in my opinion. I think they're better than that. Matt Gregory is a really good player for them starting pitcher. They're led by him, first baseman Patrick Neal, and right fielder Seth Camp. They're ranked 26th entering the season. I think it's just too low. It's a talented team for sure, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs. But I think they'll be closer to 500 than these analytics think they will be.
I think they're just being brought down because of their toughness in their division.
I 100% agree.
I mean, I think
Now,
this division has 4 playoff teams in it, if I'm being completely honest.
I agree. And now you're gonna be covering the Santo Domingo Diablos, the first team in the NL Central. Or
Yep.
sorry, no, the San Juan Sharks.
So the NL Central, according to our analytics, looks like it's going to be the most stacked team. You have we're just going to kind of go over this first. You have the San Juan Sharks projected to go 97-65 and be the 2 seed. The Kingston Kings projected to go 93-69 and be the 4 seed, and the Tijuana Heat projected to go 87-75 and be the 6 seed. They're projected to be really good.
San Juan is led by Jim Glass, Sandy Stevenson. Those are 2 starting pitchers, and star first baseman Theo Beckham. They're only ranked 21st on the season, the Diablos. Maybe a little low. But Tijuana Heat, they're led by Hans Millie and Eddie Delgadio, along with star first baseman Odell McCarthy. And they're ranked 10th heading into the season. They think they're going to be a 6 seed, 87-75. And they're going to be 3rd in the division.
And then
The Sharks.
the weak link. Well, we kind of. I'm gonna go over the weak link first. Columbia Fireflies. They're projected to go 66-96, and I mean, if I'm being honest, I could see it. Steve Dewitt, I think, though, was a really good pickup. First pick around 2. I don't know if you remember that. He's like a 97 overall. He's rejected to go way earlier. I think he just slipped because of his age. He's gonna be their bright spot this year, I think. But anyways, on to the San Juan Sharks. Sharks are projected to win the NL Central. And they're led by the starting pitcher duo of Mario Serrano and Daryl Higgins, along with Murray Miles as their third baseman. And they're ranked as the 2nd best team, just behind who's the ranked first best team. I look forgot.
Vancouver Vandals, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, they're ranked just behind the Vandals.
And so the NL Central, they think it's the most stacked division. We've covered all those teams. Now we're gonna move on to the NL West here. Troy, the best team in the entire league, people think. It's just a much more stacked league than the AL.
Yeah.
Vancouver Vandals, they're led by 3rd overall pick Anderson Jones. He's gonna be a nice catcher for them. More of a defensive one though, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah. I mean, he
Starting
can
pitcher
hit, but
Clayton Lopez and right fielder
not a
Christian
star.
Paul Bickey. They're ranked as the best team heading into the season. They have them going 99-63 in the 1 seed in the NL. Moving on to the Monarchs, they're a pretty good team, led by third baseman Rico Estrella, first baseman Rich Van Dyke, and starting pitcher Ray Villarreal. They're ranked 7th entering the season, so this is also a pretty stacked division. And then we got the Calgary Broncos going 3rd, 85-77. Also, the Montreal Monarchs who are gonna go 90-72 according to our analytics, the 5 seed. Calgary, led by first baseman Julian Castro, shortstop Ward Meja, and center fielder Emil Rivera. The Broncos are ranked 12th
Playoffs.
entering the season.
They're projected to miss the playoffs by about 2 games behind the Tijuana Heat for that 6th seed. I think, really, if I'm being honest, the NL is so unpredictable because of just all the teams you have here. Like, the Vipers, Raptors, Samurai, and Cobras, I think, are all contenders for the playoffs. In the Central, the Sharks, the Kings, the Heat, and maybe even the Diablos have a chance at the playoffs, I think. And then in the West, you got Vancouver, Montreal, and Calgary. You pretty much have 3 teams from each division who have a chance at the playoffs, but only 6 of those 9 teams are going to make it. So, like, it's which one of those, or which 3 of the 9 teams are going to miss. I think the NL is going to be really interesting to watch this year.
I completely agree. And moving on to the Winnipeg Winterhawks, not that great of a team at all. Ranked 27th entering the season, led by starting pitcher Andreas Guzman, first baseman Mackenzie Evans, and center fielder Tommy Coley. They're projected to go 68-94. I mean, not the best team here, but they have some potential. And the Toronto Rampage, 29th worst team or second to worst team in the league. They're led by starting pitcher Conrad Rouse, right fielder Buster White, and third baseman Bo Mitchell. Just not a good team overall, probably. And then that is our final division of the NL. We'll be moving on to the AL.
This is where you guys will really see the difference in skill between the AL and the NL. I mean, even looking at this, look at the AL East. I mean, like I said in the TikTok, the AL easy because, geez, this division doesn't look good. The Barons are projected to win it at 86 and 76. It's a good record, but not a division-winning record in my opinion. And they're going to pick up that 3 seed because of that. And then after that, you got all losing records. I mean, you got the DC Stars, who are projected to be the worst team in the league, going 60-102. But one thing I'd like to mention, after doing some scouting on the DC Stars, I think they're way underrated than what their team actually shows to be. I could see them making a push in this division to possibly win it. It sounds crazy, but I was doing some scouting on them, and they looked better than how they look on paper.
I mean, I really just don't see why you would have them as dead last with
Yeah.
these analytics. I mean, they're a talented team. They have potential. A lot of young guys on there, led by Phil Ibarra, Danny Wood, and Robbie Lancaster. I mean, all pretty good players. I think they can get close to 500, maybe even over 500, and make a push for this playoffs because, I mean, whoever does win this division, it's not a competitive division. The Buffalo Barons, maybe, who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe they could fluke.
I think
DC
any team in
Stars.
this, like
Okay.
any team in this, I think could really win the division. They're all so equal. It just comes down to who plays better. And I mean, I don't know. This division's weird. I think it's gonna be. This is the division where it's like, really any of these teams could go out and win it. I think. We just don't have enough data on all the teams. And this is random, but one thing I'd like to mention, as this is kind of a season preview a little bit. Currently, every player in the league is on a 1-year contract. So
Free agency is
once
going to be.
once the draft comes around and all these players get to extending contracts or not extending, free agency could be crazy. So the league could look completely different next season. So I don't know, DC Stars, they could go from possibly being the worst team to being the best, because I mean they're in DC, they got a decent amount of money over there, I think. Shall we move on to the next division?
Yep.
Alright, next division is arguably the strongest division in the AL. It's the AL Central. They have 3 teams projected to make the playoffs. Those are the Bulls, the Dash, and the Twisters. Man, this division's also going to be a close one. I mean, you even have the Scorpions, who are only 2 games back. Any of those top 4 teams, I think, have a chance at winning this division.
The Central teams are definitely the most stacked here. AL Central
Yeah.
and AL Central looking like the best divisions in the league. Both have 3 playoff teams making it, according to our analytics here. Omaha, definitely the best team in this division. Second best team, it looks like, according to our analytics in AL. There's a bunch of talented guys here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know, the Twisters, they do have that young prospect. What's it? I think it's Lefty Tolliver, no? Or not Lefty.
Ari Tolliver.
Ari Tolliver. And Lefty was his nickname in college, but
Scorpions are also led by
Scorpions. Yeah,
Cooper or
Scorpions.
Michael Arms.
Scorpions got Max Cooper, I think. Actually, I am not sure. Let me fact check this. Oh, we also missed the Centurions have a young prospect in Brady Cooper.
Mhm.
Forgot to mention that.
Two-way player. He's gonna be really good.
Let me fact check this. Oh no, Harm's on the Soul Raptors, so yeah, it is Max Hooper on the Scorpions, I believe. He's actually starting. He's not even the minors. He's I think the fifth pitcher in the rotation coming into the season, so we'll see. We'll definitely pay attention to his debut. I mean, I don't really have much to say about this division. I just think it's going to be a close division for sure.
Moving on to the AL East, our final division that we're covering tonight.
This division looks all right. I mean,
The Aliens are the best team in the AL.
kind of. I mean, I think the reason the Aliens are so good is they have Emery Hutchinson. He has so much experience in big spots already. So
Yeah, but doesn't have a lot left in the tank.
yeah, he'll be good for a few years, I think. The Lobos, of course, they're led by William Troy.
But it's not like
And
the Los Angeles
man,
Aliens. It's not like the Los Angeles Aliens are a rebuilding team. They are the best team in the AL. And they're in a win now mode. So Emery Hutchins is definitely going to win that for are going to help them with that for this window, that little window that they're in,
yeah,
championship window. So I still think the Aliens, they knew how to, they knew they had a good team behind them, and they took them.
yeah. And I mean, man, the Lobos, watch some of their spring training games. They look scary. I know it's only spring training, but
Let's talk about the Los Angeles Lobos. Pretty good team as well. 4 seed, 89-73. Phoenix Firebirds, 80-82. That's their projection.
I
Third.
think they can possibly make the playoffs as well.
90 seed
Even.
Oregon Bombers, Utah Talents. Definitely a competitive division.
Yeah. I think our most competitive, though, it's either going to be the NL East or the AL East. The AL East, it's just all the teams like aren't that good, so it's going to be really competitive.
So is NL Central just because it's so good. And the AL
Yeah.
Central. Yeah, I mean, it's just a really competitive league. I think we got the best league in MLB The Show here. And all of baseball, really.
Yeah, for
This is
sure.
the best league. So if you want to see the premier content, the premier baseball league
And I mean, hey,
of baseball.
I think right after this video, it's opening day preview at least, right? We're going to be going over all those matchups.
That's right.
And
See you guys there.
we're only a few
Yeah,
episodes away from opening day, folks, so we'll
gonna
see
be a
what
fun one.
happens. Make sure to stay locked into our content. Like, share, follow, do anything you can to promote it more. And
We've been
yeah,
doing really well recently. Thank
yeah,
you for guys for all the support on the Holy Airball TikTok. That was a really nice. Got our first video with 1,000 views, at least on TikTok. We have a couple with 1,000 views on Shorts. So anybody watching on YouTube here, or maybe some short clips
hey,
of this video on TikTok, please just do anything you can. Follow, subscribe, whatever you can do.
and if you're following on TikTok, make sure to sub to the YouTube, because I mean we got what 10 subs on YouTube, which I mean it's not bad, because YouTube's way harder than TikTok. So all right, that's enough yapping for us. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever you're watching on, help promote the content, and we'll see you guys next for our opening day preview. Should be coming out maybe later today if this does come out tomorrow, or maybe it's probably gonna release tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, just make sure to stay tuned for that. See ya.